Well, you had to know, or you had to expect that Donald Trump was going to keep the drama going until the bitter end. What's going on with your man Diamond K in here, RadioFire.com, the DiamondKShow.com. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. I am here normally 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., but this is the eve of the inauguration of Joe Biden, aka the last evening for Donald Trump in office. And we knew this was coming. We knew that the pardons were coming and the large clemency blitz was coming, and it is here. Donald Trump announced 143 pardons and commutations on his way out of the door. Yeah, that's it. And more could come. Who knows? Right? Who knows? Among those, former California Republican Congressman Duke Cunningham, he pleaded guilty for receiving over $2.3 million in bribes. Another corrupt Republican was Representative Robin Hayes, who was party to one of North Carolina's largest corruption scandals. Ironically, he never served any prison time. But there was a bunch. Another Republican ally pardoned by Trump was Paul Erickson, the former boyfriend of the alleged Russian spy Maria Butina. So you had that, and there was a gang of other Republican, just corrupt individuals. Steve Bannon. Trump announced the reason that he was pardoning Steve Bannon was for his participation in the conservative movement. Steve Bannon, if you remember, was arrested for conning those same conservatives out of millions of dollars. So former federal prosecutor Preet Bharara says that just because Trump did this pardon does not mean that Steve Bannon is out of the water. Some surprising people missing from this list. Anybody named Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani, Tiger King, Joe Exotic, anybody with the last name Trump, Trump himself, missing from this list. Former White House counsel John Dean noted that Trump does not have to announce the pardons and could provide some secret pardons. But it isn't typical. But, Trump likes to make people mad. So what if that could be the case? So there were some names on this list of 143 folks that surprised some people. I mean, Lil Wayne on the list. Rapper Lil Wayne, of course, we know that he is a Trump supporter, and he's been someone who, was proud to align himself with the president. Kodak Black, rapper Kodak Black, and he had been signaling that he wanted a pardon for quite some time, and he was pardoned. Kodak Black, so we're gonna see him back and out and about. But like I said, many individuals on here. You can see a full list at radioandfire.com. Another name that I'm gonna say surprised me, and that was the street figure Harry O. He's someone who has had ties to Death Row, the formation of Death Row Records, providing some of the seed money for Death Row Records. And there was a very public feud between Harry O and Suge Knight. And so he, of course, in recent years has been ill, and coronavirus running rampant. It is, I mean, you don't want, you don't want inmates dying from the coronavirus in jail and things of that nature. But he was one name that definitely surprised me. Snoop Dogg, the rapper, was a big champion for Harry O. And while he has not agreed with the president, has been a loud critic of the president, he was happy that Harry O was sentence being commuted. Another name that surprised me, pleasant surprise, was Kwame Kilpatrick. And President Trump commuted the sentence of the former mayor of Detroit, Kwame Kilpatrick. This commutation is strongly supported by members of the Detroit community, and they named several. Diamond and Silk stood out to me, but there were others, and many faith leaders from Detroit. Kilpatrick has served almost 7 years in prison for his role in a racketeering and bribery scheme while he held public office. Isn't this ironic that that Trump is pardoning people for crimes like these? During his incarceration, Kwame Kilpatrick has taught public speaking classes and has led Bible study groups with his fellow inmates. And so, as we go down the list, you will see there's a long list, of course, 143 some names. Many people that were involved in the Capitol insurrection have tried to get pardons and have been unsuccessful. Trump's team telling him he should not pardon anybody in relationship to this insurrection, and that could come back to hurt him. He still has some very real legal exposure talking about the president in a lot of instances. So it is very interesting. In addition, President Trump commuted the sentences to time served for some individuals. It is just the end to such a unruly, abnormal presidency. I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that it's over. Early this morning, dawn-ish, 7 a.m., the president is going to have a send-off, and he's trying to have everybody come whose email address that they have, and he wants them to bring 5 other people. So he's trying to pack this place out with a bunch of people that forcing them to go. Members of the military being forced to go and see the big baby have his final send-off, so to speak. Final send-off. I don't know. This 45 experiment has been a disaster. So Trump issuing 73 pardons and 70 commutations in this final wave of executive clemency. So this is not the way that it's normally done, as many of you may know. Trump has been criticized for bypassing the Department of Justice review process that decides who gets executive clemency. None of that was handled the way that it normally is done. It is. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. Lil Wayne, former RNC finance chair Elliot Brody will be pardoned. but many people speculated a number of names, including myself, of people that would receive a pardon or a commutation that did not get on this final list. Julian Assange, Edward Snowden didn't get on the list, and we talked about Giuliani, obviously. So Trump came to this decision according to reports, including these individuals, after consulting with criminal justice advocacy groups and others. So it is interesting. The thing about Trump, everything with him is a transaction. Everything with him is a transaction. And he likes doing favors for people he thinks will owe him. Are we going to see Kodak Black performing at Mar-a-Lago? Who knows? Who knows? If you remember last month, Donald Trump pardoned 46 people and commuted sentences of 8 others. And so they joined the long list. Remember Michael Flynn being pardoned in November? So here we are, final day, with just hours left of the Donald Trump nightmare. Over 400,000 Americans dead from coronavirus. Almost a year after the first case hit the United States. Very grim milestone that we are at right now. 1 year. 1 year into the coronavirus in America. Very grim milestone. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Of course, I am here daily. But if you miss any episodes of our show, RadioonFire.com, TheDiamondKShow.com, wherever you get your podcasts, just search The Diamond K Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later on.